30 days to Election Day, day 4 of Donald Trump's treatment for COVID-19. The U.S. president still in a military hospital outside of Washington. Let's cross live to France 24's Kethevane Gorjestani. Kethevane, the White House Press Secretary, the latest to test positive.
Yes, there are now several senior White House aides who have tested positive. She's the latest one. But what is very important and worrying about Kayleigh McEnany's statement is what she says about not knowing about Hope Hicks's positive test. Hope Hicks, who is a White House senior aide, she was pretty much the beginning of this unraveling of all these positive tests within the White House. She was the first one to test positive, and Kayleigh McEnany in her statement says that she did not know that Hope Hicks had tested positive when she came into the press briefing room on Thursday to give a press briefing. Remember, that press briefing room at the White House is not very big. The reporters who are sitting in the first row of that press briefing room are not more than 6 feet away from Kayleigh McEnany and the podium, and so she wanted to make clear that she did not put the reporters at risk. What it does show, though, is that there was maybe a lack of communication within the White House as to who had been in contact with Hope Hicks and how quickly they were notified that she had been tested positive.
And it's been, again, another tumultuous day, Kethevane, beginning in Washington with that flurry of tweets by the president.
Yes, Donald Trump waking up this morning with a series of tweets. I think we've passed the 20 tweet mark by now. And it was mostly a call for his supporters to go out and vote. He was mentioning several of the top issues there, but they were a mix of different things, whether it was the Second Amendment, the stock market, 401ks. But his call was in all caps, as the president does often when he wants to mobilize his base, and he called all these people to come out and vote. It's also a way for the president, who was very silent on Twitter in the past few days over the weekend, to show that he is back to his old self. He is working, he is taking part in this conversation, in this campaign. So it shows that he's still there and he's not weak, because that is what he's trying to portray. He's trying to portray that he is totally healthy and fit, and that even though he is in the hospital, he is still very much active. And that was something that we saw yesterday with that drive-by in his car outside Walter Reed Hospital to go and wave to his supporters. That was also the symbol. I am not sick in bed at the hospital. I am being treated, but I am also up and running and waving at my supporters ahead of this election, which is now just a month away.
Yeah. By the way, the reviews for that drive-by, the U.S. president leaving his hospital bed to get in his limousine and go around the block, the reviews are in,
Yes, a lot of criticism, widespread criticism for Donald Trump's decision for two main reasons. One is that the fact that he left his hospital room went against his own CDC guidelines, which is if you are tested positive for COVID-19, you should self-isolate, quarantine, and do not leave wherever you are quarantining, especially if you are in a hospital being treated. You're not supposed to leave that hospital room. The other main reason why Donald Trump is being criticized is that people feel, and many experts and some even within the Secret Service have started speaking out, saying that he unnecessarily put at risk the two Secret Service members who were in the car with him. We saw some pictures that show that the Secret Service members were wearing PPE. They had those gowns, those masks, face shields, but that car, that SUV, is an armored car. It is hermetically sealed, and so Donald Trump, for a few minutes, was in very in a very tight space, a hermetically sealed tight space with those two men. And some say that Donald Trump simply put their lives at risk for something that was not necessary, just going out to drive and say hello to his supporters.
Kethevane Gorjestani, who will be joining us in the next hour in the France 24 debate. This story seems to evolve hour by hour. Thanks for that update.